Good morning. Here in Jerusalem, still processing the arrival at 70 years. Yom HaAtzmaut was such a powerful, epic day of arrival here in Israel. For I think everybody who is here just felt a real arrival at a new stage and at a new place in our maturation as a people, as individuals, as humanity. So just wanted to give a little bit of voice to some of the sparks that came on Yom HaAtzmaut and how they can really be guiding us right now in terms of our own inner service and our own personal avoda and our own personal work that we're doing in our lives right now and what we're being called to do in the world right now. Because I think that this arrival at 70 is really powerful and it can guide us. So what is 70? And I know everybody's been talking about it, but let's just go deeper into what is 70. 70, of course, in Hebrew, the gematria is Ayin, the letter Ayin. And the letter Ayin in Hebrew is also a word. So it's a letter and a word and a number. It's 70, it's Ayin, and it means eye. It means eye, and it represents vision. So actually it comes from the Semitic languages, the same root as the Arabic and Aramaic and Phoenician. The letter Ayin actually is what in the end becomes the letter O. And what we know of our alphabet becomes the letter O. And in all of these Semitic languages, it refers to the opening, the eye, the Ayin. So the O is, of course, this wonderful, and also in Hebrew, the Hebrew writing of the letter Ayin also looks like an opening, an eye. So beautifully, the Ayin represents this idea and this theme and this symbol of opening and vision. It's beautiful that the word in Hebrew for ma'ayan, which means a wellspring, is like me'ayin, from the eye, from the opening. What is a wellspring? It's a place in the earth that's like an eye of the earth. It has this, the core opening of the earth that gushes out this water. A lot of Israel's main sources of water are through Mayanot, are through these deep wellsprings. And the beauty of that is that this is a country that is so fed by that which is deep down within that comes up to the surface, that is represented by these Mayanot, by these wellsprings. So the wellspring is just, it's a little opening in the ground that allows the insides to come out. And of course, if you follow the water back in, then you'll see going from the outside in. It's just this little opening. And of course, that's what the eye is. So I had the luck, God gifted me with sitting next to, at a party in Yom HaAtzmaut, sitting next to an eye doctor, which was great. And I totally grilled him for 45 minutes on what is the mystery of the eye? What is the eye about? And what does it represent? And how can it guide us? So he told me just gem upon gem about the anatomy of the eye and what a mysterious and powerful instrument of perception it is. So one of the things that he said to me that was so touching was that he said that the pupil of the eye, and you probably know this, but just hearing it again was so powerful. The pupil of the eye is actually a hole. It's actually truly is. We talk about the eye as the window to the soul. It truly is a window. It's actually a hole that when eye doctors, they dilate the pupil of the eye and they're able to see in to our bodies. They're able to see in to the insides through this portal in our eyes. They're able to assess what's going on in the brain because the eye is connected. The eyeball is connected back here at the back of the eyeball by the optic nerve to the brain itself. Everything goes straight in from the eye, the whole of the eye, straight into our brain. Direct line back into the brain. And they're even able to look within the eye and see what's going on in the brain. That's one of the first places you look when you have issues in your brain is you'll go to an eye doctor who will look through your eye, through the pupil of the eye to see what is actually going on in your brain. It allows a window in. You don't have to cut it open. It just allows a window in. So that is such a beautiful metaphor, of course, right there, where we usually think of vision as that which we see the outer world with. The eye shows us the outer world. But here, there's also a vision of the insides. The eye offers a vision of the insides. And if we were to take that metaphor personally, we become like eyes. That is to say, what does it mean to become an eye? It means to empty out. It means to be clear to our source. It means to allow ourselves to be open. Because that actually is where highest vision comes from. We right now are being called as a people, as individuals to access higher vision. The world, God knows the world needs it, and we all need it in our personal lives. So the first step in doing that is really just emptying out, ayin, emptying out into a place of that open, receiving pupil that lets the light in, and that light then informs the brain, informs us as to what it is we're supposed to be doing. From that place of allowing in the vision, then giving expression to it. So actually I'm starting on Tuesday, this Tuesday I'm going to be starting a creative expression, a creative writing, sacred writing workshop where we're going to be doing this. We're going to be looking at Jewish spiritual techniques, Kabbalistic techniques for how to access our own ayin, how to access our own being an I, having vision, giving then expression to the vision. So come join us for that. But do it yourself. Take the time every day to stop, to open up, to empty out, to say, what is the highest vision of what I want to do today, who I am today? How can I be aligned to the highest vision of who I'm called to be right now, who the world needs me to be, who my people need me to be? And I bless us that we should be able to, Yom Ha'atzma'ut. Atzma'ut also means essence. Etzem means essence, down to the bone. Etzem is bone. So it's the day of essence. When we access that point of just pure essence within ourselves, emptying out to our pure essence, then we do access higher vision.